So, first of all, I hope you had a great weekend. But a lot of you have been asking, but everybody has been asking recently, what's your formula? What's your secret? What's your secret sauce? And even though I have 1,500 videos going back 9 years that breaks this down, super, super simple, we're going to go over it right now. If there's any video that you should be watching, it is this live stream, okay? Now, I will also let you know that I'm going to go into detail in a significantly longer video inside my free community. The link is down in the description, all right? But if you want to remove any account on your credit report, I don't care if it is a late payment, a collection, a third-party collection, a debt buyer collection, a foreclosure, a repossession, a bankruptcy, a judgment, a tax lien, whatever, this formula right here is going to remove it, because that is what I've used over the past 9 years to remove over 50,000 negative items, okay? And I'm just one person. Imagine if I had a team. It would be incredible, right? So now, I'm not telling you that this is easy. It is not easy. It's extremely difficult, okay? But over the years, I have obviously crafted a formula to remove negative items by testing and, just doing things wrong and then doing them right, okay? So this is how I came up with this formula, by testing and testing and testing and testing and testing. And it's actually in my little book right here on writing the perfect dispute letter. And it's actually really, really simple, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go and pull your credit report. If you don't know where to pull it, the links are down in the description. I only use Smart Credit and Identity IQ, but if you're going to choose one over the other, it's going to be Smart Credit, especially if you have late payments, because Smart Credit shows a longer payment history, okay? So our formula that we're using is very, very, very straightforward, all right? It is only, like, what, 5 things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things, okay? Action, justifier, element, reason, and outcome. That is literally the whole formula. All you're doing is taking the information from your credit report and you're plugging it in. Let me give you an example. So action is delete, correct, update, what you want them to actually do with the account, okay? Delete this late payment, delete this account, delete this bankruptcy, update this status, whatever, okay? And then the justifier is always because I said so, because it is late, because I wasn't late, because it's inaccurate, because whatever. You're using the word because, that is the justifier, okay? And then the element is the thing that you are disputing. Is it the date last active, the date last paid, the notice of dispute, the date last reported, the balance, the past due? What part of the account are you disputing? Okay, that is the element. And then the reason. What is your reason? That would be the facts. That's where you're looking at your credit report and you are plugging in the actual facts. So if we were to say, delete this account because the date last paid reports as, you would put the actual dates from the credit report. What does the credit report tell you? Does it show 3 different dates? Then that's the information you are plugging in, right? So it would be Experian reports X date, Equifax reports X date, TransUnion reports X date, okay? That's the reason. And the outcome, I generally only use that for late payments. So, and update this account to paid on time, never late, or whatever, okay? Otherwise, if it's like a charge-off, you're already telling them to delete it. If it's a foreclosure, you're already telling them to remove it. So that kind of simplifies this whole process. This is the only formula. This is literally the only way that I write my dispute reasons, because when you're sending a letter, the only thing that matters is what you're saying about the accounts. Yes, the rest of it at the top matters, but only in the event that you are using specific laws, you're telling them why you are writing the letter, so on and so forth, right? So you're not sending them 3 pages unless you are literally putting 3 pages worth of accounts that you're disputing, okay? So it's a very simple, 1 paragraph or whatever, and then whatever laws you want to put in there, as long as they are relevant to what you are disputing, such as, we went over section 611 on Friday, and that was a reinsertion. Remember that? If you don't, go back and check out my shorts, okay? So with the section 611, that is when they when you get an item deleted and then they put it back on, but they don't notify you within 5 business days, right? There's a very specific letter that we're using. We're not using dispute reasons on that letter. But when you are writing a regular dispute letter with your negative items on there that you want to remove, this is the formula that you are going to use. And I promise you that when you do it the right way, you will get results. There's no other way that I write my dispute reasons, okay? So in the event that you are disputing a charge off, again, we're going to use date last paid. That is like at the top of the hierarchy. We have date last paid, date last reported, notice to dispute, first day delinquency. Those are at the top of the hierarchy, and that is where I recommend that you start, okay? And if you haven't used this before, smash that like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're definitely going to want to, because hello, I show you how to remove your negative items, okay? So if you are struggling to remove your accounts from your credit report, it's because you are not using a system. If you are, it's being verified, or they're sending out stall tactics and you're buying into them, it's because, number one, you don't have a system. Number two, you're not using a structure for your disputes. And when you do it, like I said, I promise that you are going to be able to remove this. So you want to copy my formula, and my formula is action, justifier, element, reason, outcome. Obviously, if you want to see if I can do this for you, you don't have to worry about any of this. Just go to my740.com, schedule a call with me. I'll see if I can help. But otherwise, if you are writing your disputes without this, then that's probably the number one reason you are not seeing these come off your credit report. Or if the credit bureaus are verifying it and you're just going back and forth with, yes I am, no you're not, yes I am, no. You're buying into their whole thing and they just want to get rid of you, and you're going to end up just saying, hey, you know what, this is just too difficult, I'm not going to do it. Or when they're sending out stall tactics, we think that you're working with a third party. We don't think that it is you, and you're buying into it, sending your identification when you already sent your identification. Don't you think that they already have it? It's because you already sent it to them with every single letter. Stop buying into it, okay? Or when they say, we don't understand the nature of your dispute, yes, they do. They're just trying to get you to go away. What you need to do is pull a new report, find new and relevant information, and plug it into this formula. That is the only thing that you need to do. If you are going around in circles with them, then that is, like I said, the number one reason why you are not getting results. And it's because you're not using a system, okay? If you have questions about this, post it on any of my other videos and I will answer. I'm going to be catching up on my comments tomorrow and Tuesday. So if you have questions, obviously you can't post it on this one, but you can post it on any other video and I will answer it for you. This is not rocket science. You don't need a degree to understand how to remove these things. But the one thing that you need to do is use a system that's going to allow you to repeatedly get results. And this is the only thing that I do with my clients, and my clients consistently get results. If you go back and look at my playlist with client results, you see that I literally removed 700 accounts between 2 people in just 60 days. Or how about, I think the last video that I uploaded on there was where I got someone 300 points in just 30 days. So does my system work? Yes. My system definitely works, and it can be used on any negative item, okay? I don't care if it's a third-party collection, you're going to find that information on there. If it's a debt buyer collection, you're going to find the information on there. If it's a charge-off, a late payment, a foreclosure, repossession, just take the information and plug it in. Another example would be for a charge-off. Let's go back to, let's say, date last reported, okay? So with the date last reported, what that means is that's when they updated that account. So if they say that it's verified, but they don't change the date on the actual credit report, it means they didn't actually investigate, and they are never going to actually investigate. It's all computers and, AI and all that kind of crap, right? So you can catch them in their failure to investigate, which is a violation, okay, by using the date last reported. So an example of this using this formula would be delete this account because, remember, so we're telling them action and then justifier. The element would be date last reported. So delete this account because and you can even say delete this charge off, but I just say account. Delete this account because the date last reported reflects or shows or reports 2017, 2018, 2019, whatever. So for 2018, even though I disputed this account last month and you verified it as accurate, but did not update the date last reported. Okay, so that's one example. Another example for first day of delinquency. So delete this account because the first day of delinquency reports XYZ date, even though I paid on time. Okay, so I don't care if you actually did not pay on time. I don't care if it's 30, 60, 90, 120. They need to verify this, and with a late payment, they will never be able to verify it because the only legal way for them to provide like any sort of legal verification on late payment would be for them to give you, the consumer, a copy of their bank statement, right? Showing when your payment came into their account. They're obviously not going to provide that confidential information. Like, why would they? Who are you to them? They are a company. They're not going to provide that information. Therefore, they cannot legally verify late payment, and therefore, the account needs to be removed. Obviously, you're not going to put all of that in there. But that's the reason why late payments can be removed to update the whole account to paid on time, never late. That's the outcome, right? If you're going to be disputing a late payment to update it, to magically make it look like you never paid, 30 days late or whatever, you're going to use that and update to paid on time, never late for an accuracy or whatever, or delete this account because the first day of delinquency for XYZ date is inaccurate. You can also use false reporting. Now, we are going to be talking about false reporting in my community. Community is totally and completely free. The link is down in the description, but it is sendme2.co/invite. Sendme2.co/invite. We're going to be talking about this in depth, and we're going to be talking about false reporting when it comes to late payments. Now, just so you know, everything is false reporting, in case you didn't know, right? Anything transactional data, what do you think your credit report is? It's transactional data. The whole thing is false reporting, okay? So you can literally use that to basically remove anything if you really wanted to, if you wanted to go there. But if you're looking for an easy structure that can be used to remove any account, I don't even care if it's bankruptcy. Delete this account because the court name is not federal. Federal is not the legal name of the court, and therefore this account needs to be removed. Who reports it as federal? That's going to be Equifax. Or if they just put U.S. DIST, that's also not accurate. It needs to be removed. Or if they just put U.S. bankruptcy court, it's missing the city and state, which is required for the reporting of the bankruptcy. Or if it's U.S. BKRPTCT, and then the city and state, no, cannot be abbreviated. That's also an accuracy, and the whole account needs to be removed. So if you can tell, all you need to do is go and find the inaccuracies and or violations on your accounts, put them into this formula, and I promise you, I prove it all the time. Look at my 1,500 videos. I prove it all the time. This works, okay? And yes, I know it is late right now, but like I said, work never stops, right? So I was putting together a lot of content for you guys and just decided that, hey, I'm going to take 15 minutes and go down into the office and go live. All right, so that is it for right now. But if you want to join the free community and learn even more about this and some awesome exclusive content, free access to a bunch of stuff, early access to me, all that great stuff, and a bag of chips, then check out the community, and you can also access the validation of debt package that I talked to you about last week, okay? For removing, it is my guaranteed deletion debt validation dispute method. I know it's like total mouthful, but you can access that by going into the community and going to courses, or just go to sendme2.co/VOD2. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling. I gotta go to sleep. I will see you guys later. But again, if you want more of this and this to get rid of all of those accounts, then you already have the links. So I will see you later. I hope you had a great weekend. Again, if you want to see if I can personally do your credit sweep for you, then head over to my740.com. But that's it. Smash that like. I'll see you later. Bye.